Alright, bro, look, listen to me. There are many things ruining your life. And I'll tell you this right now. If you don't get a grasp on what it is, which I'm going to teach you a few of the things that ruin my life, and they're going to relate to you because you and me, we're not very different, bro. If you don't get a grasp on what is truly defeating, beating, weakening you as a young man, then, I mean, the sad truth is you're never going to truly be the man that you want to be. Because the truth is, right, and you've heard me say this quite a lot, the world we live in has completely changed, right? If you go back 100, 150 years ago, whoa, to the world that we're living in now, bro, it's immensely easy, right? It's easy in the scheme of, whoa, okay, we can sit at home all day and choose to do nothing. We can force feed ourselves food that has no benefit to us. We can sit at home all day and jack off and choose to do this and that. When back in the day, depending on the color of your skin and, you know, what ethnicity you were and this and that, bro, you could or couldn't do certain things. Young men your age, really think about this, bro. And young men my age too, I'm 25, right? When they were 18, they had to be shipped off to war. When you're 18, you're sitting in your room, maybe you're planning a night out, doing drugs with the boys. Like, come on, bro. But with the world becoming immensely easier, right? There have been more things than ever that are making us weak. Now, the thing is, my video especially, I'm not going to speak about the general things that you know, right? Fast food, video games, porn, drugs, alcohol, social media. Okay, yeah, we know those things, right? And to some degree, if you're a young man that can't even truly get a grasp or grip on, okay, dialing in on your porn addiction and overcoming that, or, you know, you force feeding yourself McDonald's and this, that, okay, well, we got more work to do, but that's for another video. We're going to speak about true things that are weakening you as a young man that come from in here, right? Not the external world, they're coming from in here. And this is what I'm going to teach you, bro. Because I'll say this, we're living in a time right now where we think all these external things are ruining us, right? Porn, video games, drugs, like the outside world. But no, if you're a young man that's weak in here, well, all those things will have a grasp on you, right? They'll all always be something that you can't think that you can get control of. But when you're strong in here, you'll look at video games, porn, drugs, alcohol, whatever, we'll go, puh! Because it's the truth. When you're strong here, you got that discipline, you got that will. Bro, come on. Alright, so let's speak about the first thing truly ruining our generation of men, right? Now, number one, bro, try guess what it is. Take a guess. If we're going to truly make this something that, as you learn, think about it. What's the one thing ruining our generation as a whole? You get it? Come on. I know there's something there. Alright, let's see if you got it right, bro. Okay? So, the first thing, and without a doubt, this was me, right? This was me at the age of 20, 21, and for all my life before that, bro. For my whole life up until 21, this is me. Not believing in yourself. This is huge, right, bro? Let's just go self-doubt, right? Hands down, this is what's ruining you without a doubt. See, our generation, well, what do we try to do? We try to please the world, right? We try to please all the people around us, this and that, and we always neglect the most important person, ourselves. We will prioritize everyone else, right? Here's you. You will prioritize everyone else. But you'll neglect this person right here. You. See, what I want you to understand, bro, is self-doubt is something that we must truly, truly work on. Because I'll say this, any level of success that you want to cultivate in your life, any man, any caliber of man that you want to be, you cannot move from a place of doubt, of a place of distrust, no self-respect. And the funny thing is, right, self-respect, overcoming self-doubt is easy. People say, this, that, like, no. I can't work out, I can't outwork self-doubt, I can't believe in myself. Bro, self-doubt, overcoming it is easy. And you know what you have to do to overcome self-doubt, right? You must get, and this is number one, absolutely number one thing, you just need proof. You need proof that you can outwork your self-doubt. And this is it. See, what I want you to realize, bro, is we as young men, right? We are made up of a few things. Now, I'm not talking about, blood and water and, whatever else as that makes us up. I'm talking about what truly will make up your identity right now as a young man is your habits, is your routine, and it's also how you think, right? Now, of course, how you think, self-doubt, yeah, that all ties together. But what I want you to understand is, bro, the only true way for you to get proof is to look at your habits. What are you doing? Because there's a huge chance that right now, bro, you're living a life where your habits are fucked. Your habits are probably the worst that they can be. You sit at home all day, you smoke weed, you go out and hang out with your idiot friends, you don't stick to your word, you just do all these things, right, that are just bad for you. Well, I want you to think about this. Do you think that you would have trust in yourself if you were to look at your habits and look at what you're doing and look at the things that you say to yourself you're gonna do, but then you just don't do? No. So what I want you to understand is that to outwork self-doubt, to truly start believing yourself, you need to take an open look approach at your life. You're going to look at your habits, you're going to look at your routine, right? Look at what you're doing day in, day out. And think, okay, well, every day I'm jacking off. Every day I'm getting up late. Every day I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. Every day I procrastinate. Well, look at what you're doing, right? Every single day that you continue this cycle of, bad habits, not stick to your word, you know what you're doing? Is each of those things that you don't do throughout the day is a loss. It's a huge loss, bro. And what I want you to understand, right? Every single day, if you are getting more L's, more losses than wins, because I'll say this, I reckon 90% of your day is just losses, right? You wake up late, put the snooze button on, you don't stick to your word, you don't eat clean, you don't go to the gym, you don't do what you're supposed to do. Every part of your day is a loss. So why would you even have an ounce of respect, of belief in yourself when every single day your day is made up of losses? Understand that, bro. So hear me out, right? You got to reevaluate your life and start winning every single day. Wake up at the same time. Do what you're supposed to do regardless of how you feel. Instill your life with good habits. All the bad habits, dial them out of your life, right? Win, 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 win. Every single day. And I promise you this, right, bro? Once you truly start to build this frame of every day, you're cultivating these wins. That's going to build momentum. You start living a life where you're focused on the gym, focused on making money, focusing on all these good habits, developing, learning, honing in on your skills. That's where confidence comes from. That's where that belief comes from. That's where you can look at all these situations in life, right, and be like, I could do that. I could figure that out. I could win. It all comes from in here, right, and what you do every single day. So I want you to really understand. We walk through life with all this doubt. Head down. I can't do this. I'm too scared. All this stuff, right? Understand that if you just get an undeniable amount of proof that you can win, you will win. And you will start to frame your mind, right, through how you think. Well, I've been sticking to my word for the last week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 6 months, 1 year. Okay, well, why should I think negatively about myself when I've got all this proof, all this progress that I am a winner, that I can do anything? And that's going to frame your state of mind to thinking, whoa, okay, yeah, I can win. And then once, okay, you got your good habits, you got your good routine, and then your mindset's starting to change, you just drill it. You bring it home every day. You're a winner. You start looking at yourself in the mirror that you will win. You start writing down, I will win. Put your goals on your wall. Put all this there, down, everywhere, bro. Frame your mind and watch that momentum build and, bro, game over. That's how you outwork self-doubt, bro. All that distrust, not having respect for yourself. Go get some proof. Go stack some wins. And that's how you do it. So, let's get to the second point, bro. I want you to try and genuinely guess what I'm trying to write, bro. Like, Try to think, what is it that's breaking you? Because I said we're not talking about porn and video games and all this, bro. Here's the second thing. Is you're not, okay? You're not purpose driven. You're not purpose driven, bro. I want you to look at your life right now, right? Because this was my life for a very long time, bro. And I think because of the culture, because of how we are through social media and stuff, right? All of this stuff, bro, is that we have no purpose within us in how we move, how we act, what we do, what we say, right? There's nothing driving us except for this, right? There's nothing that drives us except for, okay, some women, some money, and like some shit respect that we get from the boys and all this stuff, right? We want to focus on Instagram followers and how many girls we can sleep with and making the quickest amount of money in the shortest amount of time, right? That's what we want to do. Nothing wrong with making money, getting some girls, but I want you to understand is you must live a life in accordance of a purpose. What are you doing? What you want to do with your life for? See, what I want you to understand is, bro, we all as young men need to, I like to frame it this way, live a life on our purpose, in our purpose. I'm a young man. Look at me as I'm speaking to you, bro. I'm living in my purpose. Maybe you've felt my energy. Maybe you've seen my other videos and you're like, whoa, okay, yeah, you're right. Now, what I want you to understand is when you primarily focus on making money quick, right? You don't have that same drive, that same grit, that same determination, which is why you start, you stop, you start, you stop. So you need to attach your life to a purpose within you, right? Why are you doing what you're doing? Why? Is it because you've seen your mum grow up poor? Is it because you grew up poor? Is it because you've had all these family difficulties? Is it because you suffered from that health issue? Is it because of this, and that? You need to start moving through your life with a purpose. Be a purpose-driven man. Because what will happen is, right, once you start living in your purpose, then you can dial in on your mission, right? So you got two things in your life, your purpose, then your mission. And once you start, okay, now you're living in your purpose. Now you're doing what you're supposed to do. Now you've attached your life to a reason why. Purpose. Why? Mission. And your mission is going to fuel you to, okay, make money, attract girls, and also service the world. Because I'll say this to you right now, bro. When you go and trace the external, right? You go chase the outside world fulfillment, right? Money, girls, this and that, with no purpose. And you're not living a life congruent of you being on your mission. Like, bro, I'll tell you, that's where burnout comes. Like I said, you enter this cycle, you start, stop, because you can't chase that stuff, bro. There's nothing in it. There's no fulfillment. I can tell you, I've stepped around. I've had, well, not now, bro, you're probably richer than me in so many ways, in regards to money. Bro, I've had girls. I've had like a little bits amount of money, right? Like, where I didn't have like high expenses either. I had money, I had like sleeping around. Bro, nothing. You don't get anything from that. And you always end up feeling numb. You have to be driven and be a man on his purpose. You tie that to your mission in life, how you service the world, how you level yourself up, how you excel through your mission, and boom. The life that you want, right? Women, money, life experience, all that will be a byproduct of you being on your purpose, working on your mission. Bro, I got a full guide. I'll link it in the description on how to figure out your mission, and that's going to sort that whole dilemma out for you, bro. Okay? So, you're not driven. You're not purpose driven. You're focused on the external world, which is why you are the way that you are, bro. The third thing. I love this. Alright? You got no core values. Okay, let's kind of frame it this way. No standards. Or, right, what I want you to understand is your standards are nothing. Your standards are bare minimum for your life. You've accepted mediocrity. You've accepted that you're not going to be a man of your word. You've accepted that, okay, if I'm poor for the rest of my life, I'm good. You've accepted that I'll do drugs once a week, once a month. You've accepted that, okay, I'll take this shit existence of a life and it's okay. You need to have some core values for your life. Raise your standards of what it is that you want and what you will accept. I want you to be a man, right, with clear parameters for his life, right? And this comes at a cost, right, bro? Because once you start moving with clear parameters, people don't want to kind of be around you when you stand up for your morals. Bro, I don't want to go out drinking this weekend. I want to work on my business. I don't want to do that stuff anymore, bro. Well, look at you. You're a loser now. People will do that to you, bro. And depending on your friends, right? But look, in your life, when you start to truly have higher standards, you start setting these goals and you start, enforcing. Okay, well, I can't do this. I can't do this. I gotta go to the gym, bro. I gotta, build my body. You want to go to the gym? Come out drinking, bro. You'll start to realize, whoa, okay, these core parameters, these core values, these parameters I have, they're knocking off people that, okay, whoa, I didn't think that would be an issue for me having higher standards. You've knocked out a few people that you shouldn't even have had in your life anyway, bro, right? But you need to start moving in accordance of what you will and what you won't accept for your life. You should accept, or you shouldn't accept the shit values that you got, right? The bad food that you're eating, the drugs that you're taking, the hours that you're wasting. You've accepted that. Because I'll tell you this now, bro. If I were to go watch a movie, my brain wouldn't allow me to turn off. If I were to go drinking, which I haven't drank in years, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because the parameters that I've set have truly built this wall now. And once that wall truly kind of is built because you've had these clear parameters for a long time, bro, you start moving differently. You start speaking differently and you start becoming this ruthless, relentless man because of your core values. Because of what you have these parameters set for, you will become more and more driven to be successful, and you will have a more likely chance that you will become successful. Because you'll see, people that have no core values, nothing kind of ruling their life, they're the ones that you see sitting there doing nothing. They're the ones you see, bro, wasting their life. Set some standards for your life, bro. Raise the bar. Don't just aim for mediocrity. Bro, aim for the moon. And what you do, right? Okay, you got your core values, you got your parameters instead. You got these big goals. Break these goals down. Break your goals down. Have this massive, massive goal up here, but then break it down to the minuscule. Get your first client. Make your first $1,000. Make your first this, that. Build that momentum after that small win, after that, you've tackled that small piece of, that goal closer to your big goal, and boom. Bro, I promise you, this is how you start to truly separate yourself from the rest, but you also start to, change your life. That's the third thing, bro. And the last thing is huge. Now, for me, my whole life, right, I'll say this one thing for you, bro. I suffered immensely from caring what people think, right? And I want you to understand, you can't care what people think. You just cannot. So, I want you to understand this one thing. Okay. No one cares. And I should have premised this as you care too much what people think, right? You care too much. Now, hear me on this, bro. Here, I'm going to give you a backstory on my own life. I grew up poor in the ghetto. My father left. And I made a bunch of mistakes my whole life, bro. I was a drug addict. I did the wrong things, hung out with the wrong people, was someone I'm generally not proud of. But I will say this. I lived my life for, bro, even for a while. I'm 25 now. Maybe to the age of, 23? 23. I care what people thought about me. And that's how I frame my whole life. Now, don't get me wrong, I still put myself out there. I was still very, working on building myself up to the man that I am today. But we move our whole lives with, oh, what's this person gonna think about me? What's this person gonna say? They might think I'm weird. That person looked at me funny. Is he looking at that pimple I got? Bro, come on. I want you to understand something. And I frame my mind this way, right? I'm 25 years old. We all think that we're going to live to 100, right? Somewhere like, so 50 is the halfway point. I'll say this. If we're all lucky, hopefully 80, right? 80, 85, right? Because if you think about the world we're living in, bro, and what we've been putting in our mouths and all the substances we've been taking and, bro, all the chemicals we've been, putting through our body. Come on. I want you to understand that no one here in 70 years, 80 years is even going to be around. Yet you're so concerned what people might think if you start that business or you start doing what it is that you are so worried other people might judge you for. No one cares. Get that out of your mind. My whole life, right, my identity made up who I was and my upbringing, right? Because I grew up poor in the ghetto, having to wear secondhand clothes my whole life, having to get charities to literally feed us because we were so poor. That's how I framed my whole life, that I could never be anyone outside of this drug addict that I became. I could never be anyone that was successful. I could never be anyone that had a good body. I could never be anyone that was truly masculine or confident. That's how I had framed my life, because I thought that people would always see me for the ghetto boy that I was, the poor Indian boy that I was growing up, right? And whilst I was growing up too, in my younger years, I was this completely overweight Indian kid with no self-esteem, right? And I always cared way too much what people thought. It's only till now, or a couple years ago, right? 23, I'm 25 now. I realized, whoa, what's more important? Is it that person that just doesn't even care about you, right? Because they're too worried and they're too self-centered on their own life, which they should be, right? Because people should care about their own lives. But what's important? Your dreams, goals, life, setting up your family, leaving a legacy, building wealth, building a business, building your body, building all these things. Or is it that person's opinion from your high school? Is it that person's opinion that you've seen at the shops? Is it... Come on, bro. What's more important? So, once you truly start really kind of living with the perspective that I have, bro, nothing really in this world matters except for you leveling yourself up, you providing for your family, being a man that's truly built in all areas. Once you truly understand that, whoa, okay, yeah, you are number one. And everything that we think's important, right, isn't even going to matter soon or later, because we're all going to be dead. So you may as well live the best life that you possibly can. Move the way that you want to move. Do what you want to do. Not care what other people think. Because, well, bro, first of all, no one cares, but no one's going to be around sooner or later anyway. So it's really not going to matter. If you can understand this, bro, that you have to outwork your self-doubt. You have to be purpose-driven. You cannot live your life with no core values, parameters. You need to have proper standards for your life. And you must not give a fuck what people think. Your whole life will change, bro. I promise you. These 4 things are probably making up your identity right now. You care too much. You're not driven by your purpose. You have no clear standards. And you care too much what people think. That probably makes up your whole identity. Flip the switch. And watch your life change, brother. Love ya.